Smash!
So, we just cleared Classic, now let's check out Adventure.
Alright.
We're gonna check out Dr. Mario that we just unlocked in this Adventure mode.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll do normal, because it's at normal difficulty, that's how I like doing. And let's see, we got, so Dr. Mario is very similar to Mario. We've got some different colors, it's all just down to different colors of scrubs. Red, blue, green, and black.
Black scrubs.
You can be the evil doctor, and that's the one that I like, because I'm edgy game lord, edgelord gamer trash.
Yeah.
That one.
So, in Adventure mode, you actually have stages?
Yeah, so it has platforming stages.
Oh.
So we have here the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a 2D platforming challenge stage with, like, Goombas and Koopas and shit. So you go through and you can jump on the Goombas and defeat them, and you jump on a Koopa and it turns into a Koopa shell, which is one of the items in the game that you can throw and hit things with. And it's got bricks that you can break, and sometimes they have items in them, and if you have multiple Koopa shells bouncing around, then it gets kind of wild. And there's lots of mushrooms in this stage, because it's the Mushroom Kingdom. Of course there's lots of mushrooms. And you go through, and there's lots of stuff that you can hit and break, and I was trying to jump there, but it wasn't working. And there's this capsule. Yeah, you can break all these bricks, and sometimes they have items, but for the most part, they're just there. And Dr. Mario throws pills instead of fire.
Which makes sense, I suppose.
So, Dr. Mario in general he's got, like, almost Mario's moveset. You cannot go down the pipe.
Well, because it's plugged.
Now here's a hammer.
Hey!
Hammer from the arcade Donkey Kong game with the hammer music that it plays. When you pick up a hammer, you just start swinging it automatically, and you cannot double jump, and you cannot stop swinging the hammer manually ever. It's just until it wears off.
Just like in the original Donkey Kong.
So it can be very easy to die when you are having the hammer because you have less control. And hey, there's a trophy. Sometimes there's just a trophy laying around that you can pick up in the stage. And then you get the trophy. And now we have a little, like, arena fight thing with Yoshi's. So, yeah, as I was saying, Dr. Mario has kind of the same moveset as Mario for the most part. Minor differences in that his special is pills instead of fire. But for the most part, he is, like, heavier. He's got heavier hits, he's got heavier gravity. So, that's like the general difference with Dr. Mario, is he is a heavier version of Mario. And we can be invisible. Goodbye, Dr. Mario. And look, there's Toad! Toad's running around wildly, and then we get to the flag, and then we won the stage.
Goomba KO!
I got Goomba KO because I KO'd Goombas, and I'm a mycologist because I picked up a bunch of mushrooms. I had stale moves, though. You get that if you use the same move too many times. It's like if 40% of your moves are the same move. So, I don't know what hobbyist is. Sidebar will say probably. Anyway, after you do that, you get a fight against Mario and Peach. Now, in Adventure mode, the fights and stages are all set, so these are not randomized at all. You get,
always be a Mario.
Always going to be Mario and Peach. Every time. I am not lying at all. Why would I do that? So, yeah, it's a fight on Peach's Castle. So, look at Peach's Castle. On Peach's Castle.
Meanwhile, they're playing Princess's Secret Slide.
Yeah, it's also kind of Rainbow Ride, at least I think this theme.
Okay.
There's Pokemon on Peach's Castle. That is not normal. It's Goldeen. Goldeen is worthless, just like in original Smash. And there's Mr. Saturn. Mr. Saturn is a fun little guy. He comes from Earthbound, and you can pick him up and throw him, and he does 1% damage, and does not knock back at all.
Avenger KO.
Yep. Then we go to the jungle. Because we gotta fight DK.
And the Kongo.
Yeah, the Kongo, with a K. That's where the Kongs live.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ready? Go!
Nope.
Here we go! They brought in the DK rap. They actually did, like, a remix version of the DK rap that I actually found kind of good. Like, we didn't get to hear much of it
No.
here, because I'm too good at video games.
Run, don't walk.
But, yeah, there we fought 2 tiny Donkey Kongs for that stage. And then, in the next stage, we fight 1 giant Donkey Kong. That's how you do this fight. Stage is, it's tiny and big.
You get to hear some jungle gyms.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stages in this game. There's like 2 stages for each series. So we got 2 Donkey Kong stages. Now you see I used the cape to deflect the ray gun shots. That's
a lot of characters
Mario's
in this game have
cool
deflect
thing.
moves.
Yeah, you can actually, any character can deflect projectiles with a perfectly timed shield.
That said, a lot of characters also have a defense.
Yeah, a lot of characters have a special move that does deflection as well, or counters. So anyway, next up we have this underground maze, a Zelda-type stage, which is, it's kind of based on Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, which is the weird one that breaks format completely. So, you know, we've got
Redead.
down here, we got Redead here to fight that kind of enemy that you beat up. It's a maze. You go through, you gotta go through the maze to find the exit. There's a like.
I don't like that.
So, there's not a, like, you don't need to kill any of the enemies in here, but you do get the score bonus at the end for defeating them. You see, you know, like the Goomba KO, there's also Redead KO and like KO and those things.
So there's a bunch of these little arenas, and
Yeah.
if you find the wrong one, you have to fight a Link.
So there are 6 total of these little arenas. One of them has the exit, and the other 5 of them have a Link that you have to fight. There is a score bonus that you get if you fight and defeat all 5 Links.
Sword fight!
Who is better at sword? I bet it's Mario, because I have a laser sword. Oh,
Hammer
no,
fight!
No, I don't need the sword. Mario is better at sword fights because he uses a hammer. A very large hammer.
Oh no!
So there's one extra thing about the hammer. You know, it's a bit dangerous to use because it's you have reduced jumping ability, reduced control. It's also a bit dangerous to use because there is a chance, sometimes, that the head of the hammer will just pop off, and you'll be swinging a stick that doesn't actually damage anything, and you'll just kind of be stuck in the hammer animation without being able to do damage, and somebody else will be able to pick up the hammerhead and throw it, and it's a very powerful item.
This game is very silly.
It is extremely silly, and these are some Rock-to-Rocks.
Boy,
Yep.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Dodongo dislikes smoke. And
I know
other...
that Mario's pretty good at it because he can throw fire. But not Dr. Mario.
No, not Dr. Mario. He can just over-medicate them.
Uh-oh.
Now, Link has the Fire Flower, so I'm just going to pepper him and stun-lock him
Oh no,
with
you ran out of ammo!
the Super Scope there.
Everything has so much.
Yeah, there's just a lot in this game. Hey, look at that! There's a heart container. It's a full heal.
Nice. Bomb!
You know, unlike the Maximum Tomato, which heals you 100%, the heart heals you fully. Which is more than 100%.
Yeah.
There's another trophy. So, this place is big. It's a big maze place, and there's a lot of places to go to find things.
Not having too much luck finding.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a big maze place, and there's 6
Full
of
of
these
holes.
arenas. So, it's
Mr. Saturn.
it's been annoying. Goodbye, Mr. Saturn. We will miss you
Milk.
forever. Mario drinks his milk and goes to school?
Well, he
Not
had to
really.
go to school and become a doctor.
Except, not really. He's a fake doctor. Dr.
Maybe
Mario.
this doctor is a real doctor. We don't know.
Look, these are figurines, so they are whatever Master Hand thinks that they are.
Yeah. Which is why we don't really go too deep into the Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
games,
because it's only tangentially a Mario game. Mario, the character Mario, is not actually in this game. Figurines of Mario are in this game. So, you know, it's not something that takes place in the Mario continuity. There's not a story that matters for Mario in this. So it's a crossover game that is kind of silly and weird. And there's Dr. Mario's taunt is to toss a pill. I didn't remember at the time, but you actually have a wall jump. Everybody has a wall jump in this game. So,
Yeah, I recall it being a little difficult.
yeah. It's actually doing the wall jump is pretty easy. Once you try and actually do it and aren't, like, doing weird special effects to try and get up a place. But,
Anyway.
again, I had forgotten that the wall jump was a thing, so I wasn't actually trying to do it properly, and so I had to run around.
Moving on.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why we're not doing this game in full, because it's not a Mario game particularly. It's this weird crossover thing that I like the Smash games. They're kind of they are frantic fun. They were something that I had a lot of fun with growing up, like playing with my brother. But it's just sort of there game. So that's it for today. Next time we'll be continuing the adventure. I had Butterfingers.